In today's video, we're going to go over a drill commonly found in baseball. It's a fairly high-performance batting drill, and it's commonly known as squash the bug. I'm going to go ahead and show you a pretty easy way to get a good feeling for this drill, and what it does is it really helps you on the drive to connect your timing with when your plant foot goes down, toe side down, you drive through the hips. And what this does is as your heel is off the ground, you drive with the right side hips, and it causes your heel to plant or go down pretty explosively or violently. That's why it's called squash the bug, because you plant that heel side down aggressively, really fire with the hips quickly once that heel is off the ground, or rather, a good physical cue is once that toe is planted. A good way to transition from the weighted band exercise is to go ahead and get in some field work. I would start with standstills. This avoids the distraction of the X-step, of the run-up, being potentially off balance. There are a number of things that can go awry if you're trying to introduce a new technical element into your swing. Here I'm going into a few shadow swings with my toe down and my heel raised, and then how I'm continuing again with the same idea of squashing the bug is my toes planted, my weight shifts back, and then I shift forward violently by rotating the hips. This causes my plant foot to go down, and then again all of that energy is transferred into the disc, into the throw, just by firing my hips. At this point in the session, I'm starting to get the actual feel for what I'm trying to accomplish today. Once you feel what you're trying to work on, you can then reinforce it. And again, be very simple and deliberate in what you're training. I like doing a number of shadow strokes. There's not the distraction of the disc, and I can really try and teach my body, not my mind. I'm now going to transition into a full run-up and throw, and it's, again, that same focus. Once my toe hits the ground, my heel's elevated, and I fire the hips and squash the bug. Here I'm pretty happy because we set up a cone at exactly 500 feet, and I threw around 10 to 15 feet past it on the first throw after a pretty good warm-up. Of these 5 final throws, I did have 2 go over 500 feet. Did put them up on a pretty good high ante distance line, but still happy to break past that 500-foot barrier. Here again, I'm going to get into at least one more shadow stroke in the video. I find in a practice session, you really can get into a bit of analysis to the point of paralysis. Here today, during my field work, I had just one focus, and it's really pretty hard to master any one thing if you have 4 or 5 different elements that you're trying to work on. It's kind of hard to allow your body and your athleticism to work if you're constantly in your mind. One huge recommendation that I can make is find a particular element of the throw that you're really connecting with, or you're finding positive results from, and go out and really try and get that dialed in, but just focus on that one thing. I hope this video helps. Please do check back I will be releasing quite a few more videos of this nature, kind of getting into the more technical aspects of the swing.
Boom.